Whew. Okay, I made it back. Oh, these. Oh, my knees are so sore today. I think it was from Saturday. They're working under that step with the grinder there. Oh my god, I was hard pedaling today. But I'm back an hour earlier. About an hour earlier. Thanks to Melissa. She I always look out with her because she's always heading out there or heading back in roughly about the time I'm cycling out there. So it's like, oh, yeah, see if we can fit your bike in the car. Okay. So thanks to her, I saved an hour. I got paid, and now I just gotta relax for a bit. It looks like they grabbed the garbage can, so I'm gonna reload that. I won't do a lot of work down here today because I do want to get recording some drums. Yeah, so at least I'm an hour ahead on the stuff I wanted to do. So I haven't seen Marvin yet. Left a whole bunch of. He's got a whole bunch of nuts there for him, so he'll have all those to eat. I'm gonna have to pick up some more for me for the black walnut. And yeah, so I looked at that truck. It was a flatbed. It was a Ranger. 2009 Ford Ranger. It wasn't a work truck. It was kind of like like a show truck. The guy had it jacked up for, I guess, going through the mud and stuff. As soon as I see like show truck, it's like no, because most of the time they haven't been abused, which is good. But lift kits and stuff like that. And then when something breaks, you got to figure out what it was that was put on there, so you can find a stock, or I'll only go for a stock vehicle because then I can just order the part that's the right part. Anything without heavy mods, if you don't know what they modded it with, I just put a lift kit on it. Yeah, what kit? I don't know. Yeah, and plus it's harder on the suspension and stuff like that when you jack things up and all that. So $5,500 for a truck with a flatbed and no box. No, can't really. Yeah, sure you can tow stuff with it, but you don't always have to tow stuff when you have a box, right? So, like 9 times out of 10, when you drive a truck, you're not towing a trailer or anything with it. So, and the box is kind of like your trailer. So, mechanized wheelbarrow, as I call it. Mechanized wheelbarrow. So yeah, so let's see if we can do a little bit of recording. Gotta let my knees rest. Oh my god. Just as walking, feel them popping and stuff like that. There's not good, not good. So hopefully I won't be as stiff tomorrow, but I got 2 more days of work for sure. Well, 1 more day for sure, possibly 2 to 3 more days of work. Because I didn't hear from my other client that was supposed to get a bin that I was supposed to fill up. I never heard from her, so yeah, so I might have the weekend off. So. And then next week, who knows? Could be a very skippy week next week. But if I can maintain at least 3 days a week till the end of the month, that's not too bad. But I'm hoping that I'm not like completely out of work. I've got like maybe 1 more job to do for this client that I just went to today, but I didn't work today. I just basically picked up money and left. So that's always good. I like that. I wish I could do that all the time, but no, you got to work for it too. So there's that, and that job, about 3 jobs that are left other than regular weekly stuff. And then I got 2 clients that probably go right into November, and then 1 client, well, till she goes in December. It's 1 a week, 1 day a week, so things are gonna get pretty skippy in November for sure. Unless I get one of those last minute jobs. The problem is that like if you get job, you have to get jobs that are flexible enough to allow you to. That's the downside to working with for a whole bunch of people, is that you always, like you can't just take on any job, because like if you're working for one person, you're at the same place all the time, no problem, you can do whatever they want. But when you have to consider all the other clients too, you have to a lot of phone calls at the end of the night, kind of like, yeah, what do you need tomorrow? What kind of tools should I bring? Blah blah, all that stuff. But yeah, so cycled out there, cycled back. Gonna have to see what's going on with the bike, the rear derailleur. I don't know. Maybe the cable. It feels like the cable slipped, and it's just whatever. Maybe I just have to adjust the spring. That's the thing. Like sometimes things get bounced around enough, things shift around, and then things get loose, and next thing you know, things aren't shifting right, and blah blah blah. So I'll have to figure that out. And then from there, from there, I think that's going to be all the long range cycling this year. Maybe one more, but we'll see. Because if I have to do it, well, I don't know what unless I'm doing trees or something, but then they'll have to come and get me for my saws and stuff anyway. So yeah, so that's the last long range one. So the other one I can do for a little bit longer, and then it's like once the snow flies, it's like, okay, no, people are coming to get me, because I'm not going to be cycling on the road when there's snow. Not that I'm worried about the road with the snow, which is what you call it, the ditch. The snows are, the snowplow, forces you to be on the road, and on the highway like that. No, it's not worth. End up getting killed or something like that. Yeah, well, they took the deer that got hit. I guess it must have been the truck that hit the deer. Whatever hit, but it's gone. Poor doe. It was a poor doe. Poor thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna rest for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go into my garage, the woodshed, load up the garbage, load it up big time, and then maybe see if I can clear some stuff out of the basement, and then get my drums set up for recording. The only thing I do is maybe I'll just grab a little table, pull it over there, whatever. Not sure, just something, or I could put it on a chair, I guess. Just something to put the console on, and then see if I can record the drums, and then the bass, and then I'll have my song done, recorded, and then I just have to master it. Yeah. Oh, so I'm just gonna rest for a little bit more though, because I'm tired. It was a nice run though. It was at least a nice day. It wasn't too windy at least. Usually this time of year the wind's so headwinds are so strong there. It's like, oh, you got to fight for every pedal. That's the problem with a heavy bike, is like you got to fight for every pedal. Yeah. So next year, I didn't count up. I know I'm probably over 700 for a bicycle for next year. That's if that money can survive the winter. Because if I go short, I'll have to tap into that, right? So it all depends on how much more work I can get. If I can get enough work through November to cover my expenses, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, March, April. So between 5 and 6 months. That's a struggle. I think I'm going to be struggling big time this winter. yeah, and then of course I got to get a PO box. I don't have one yet. Yeah, yeah, I got to go get a freaking mailbox, and then but I can't do that because Canada Post is on strike. Right. Right. So hopefully that strike will end soon. Because I don't know how I'm going to pay my phone bill or my hydro bill. I can't. Like, of course. So just register online. Well, yeah, my computer is not capable of registering online. Guys, everything I have is broken. Like, I don't have anything that really functions right. So, like, including the computer. So it's like everything's just always so fucking difficult all the time for the sake of being difficult, right? It's like, yeah, no, my keyboard doesn't work well, and the what you call it, the digital keyboard doesn't work either, or the what you call it, the handicap one, or it comes up on the screen. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Believe it or not, that's yeah. It's like, yeah, frustrating, very frustrating. But if Canada Post would just stop freaking striking, then you know, it would be yeah, a lot easier, a lot easier. That would solve the problem. But I still gotta. I don't know how much it is for the PO box. Probably like 128 years, something like that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's something like that anyway. So I only need a regular PO box, and yeah. So I got to do that, but I got to do that before somebody else takes it, because I don't know if there's enough boxes for the amount of people in the town. So, but yeah, there's that. So the other thing I could do is see if they could forward the mail to my dad's place. That would work, because it doesn't matter if I get the mail for myself or here or there. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's probably better that I get it for here, but it doesn't. It's not like it's like the door to door mail delivery doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, it's like it used to be like that, where you used to have a mailbox at the end of your driveway, and people just throw mail in the mailbox. But now it's all these community mailboxes, because yeah, well, I guess it's faster. So, but then, like, all the seniors and stuff like that don't have vehicles, somebody has to pick up the mail for them. You know what I mean? So it'd be cool if they went back to that, but that would cost a lot. Yeah, but is what it is. Is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna relax for a little bit, and I'm gonna get some work done. So if I can get recording by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock on the drums, even if I don't get the drums all done today, just to get set up for it, I'd be really happy with that. And then get the garbage can full again, and that'll help clear out the shed. So next week will be recycling, and yeah. So like, if we get rid of one bin a week, gets rid. Like, there's no garbage in here really. I got a little can there to empty, but that's it. That's it. And half of that probably can go into recycling. Yeah. So there's that. All right. Well, I guess I rested it. Time to get my ass in here. There we go.